Avasia's high-performance and automated multi-cluster connectivity tool, KubeSlice, is now accessible via the Rancher Marketplace. Installing is easy, quick, and requires no coding. Today I'm going to show you how. But first, let me give you a primer on what KubeSlice is. KubeSlice is a set of virtualized links that directly interconnect pods and Kubernetes clusters across various regions. This fabric connects namespaces, enabling optimized research management and secure traffic flow. Setup is completely automated and only takes a few minutes. With KubeSlice, what normally takes months to do takes literally minutes, resulting in improved application performances by 30% and cost savings by 40%. I'm going to show you how now. So here are the prerequisites for creating the controller. These go pretty quick, so refer back if you get lost. KubeSlice is composed of a controller operator and 2 worker operators that are all installed separately. Right now, I'm going to take you with me to install the controller. Here's the cluster I'm going to be installing my controller on. It is a Phoenix Snap provision cluster with Kubernetes 1.24 on it. We don't recommend attempting to install the controller on the Rancher management cluster. Now, the first prerequisite I'm going to fill actually has nothing to do with the Rancher management console. I'm going to register for access to the KubeSlice manager on this webpage. I'm going to fill in this form quickly. As you can see, an authentication username and password has been sent to my email. This is going to be required later in the installation procedure, so keep that handy. Back to Rancher. Now, KubeSlice requires Cert Manager with CRDs on the controller cluster, and as you can see, it's not installed. So I'm going to voyage to the marketplace to install it. You may want to stick around even if you do have it installed, because KubeSlice requires Cert Manager with CRDs, so you may have to update your installation to reflect that. On the installation screen, I'm going to update the Helm requirements to ensure CRDs will be installed. And I'm going to crawl through this config file to find the CRDs option. Here. There we go, Cert Manager is installed, so that's our first prereq down. Now I'm going to go into Cluster Management and peruse the controller config file to make sure that the authorized cluster endpoint is enabled, and we'll be able to get the endpoint IP address in the next step. Scroll to the very bottom, and yes, the cluster endpoint was enabled, automatically enabled on my Phoenix Snap cluster. The final piece of data we need to complete the installation is the authorized cluster endpoint on the controller cluster. This is available in the cluster config file. I'm going to download it from the Rancher Manager and use my terminal to crawl through it really quickly. So here's the cluster endpoint. I'm going to quickly copy that and save it somewhere for later. So we've done most of the heavy lifting. Actually installing the controller operator is going to be very easy. We're just going to head over to KubeSlice in the marketplace, click on the storefront for the controller, and hit install in the top right. We don't need to customize any Helm options, so we're going to continue. This authentication user and password combo should be in your email. The controller endpoint is what we just got from the config file. And my service type is node port, so I'm going to switch it to that. And then you're ready to install. And success, the controller is installed. Stay tuned for the next set of videos that will cover the installation of the workers and how to access the KubeSlice UI manager. Thanks for watching.